Alrighty, today we're going to continue building Crawfordsville, Indiana in Minecraft. This is a project from my Builder Tier Pro requested by Braiden Link, and here's what I built so far. Now, for this episode part 2, we're still going to be working on the downtown area, starting with this part of the street right here. So as you can see, the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is just add in all of the buildings. So I'm going to construct this first building right here, and then I'm going to make one right next to it. It looks almost identical, but there are a few things that I do have to change, and I'm pretty sure that that building is like a movie theater right there. So now that that one is complete, we're going to go ahead and build this next building right here. And this building, I'm pretty sure, is like an antique store of some kind. And so the picture that I actually used for like at the beginning that you saw earlier where it said requested by Braiden Link, I'm pretty sure that that is the same part of the street right here that you can see, like those buildings that I'm building right now. So now I'm building this other random brick building. I'm not 100% sure what building that is. And then right next to this one, we are going to go ahead and build the bank. And now I do have to put another intersection here next to the bank. This is a different road. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really remember what the name of these roads are quite yet. But now we're going to go ahead and build the bank and kind of the backs of these buildings right here. So we are going to put in a street light right there. And then as you can see, there is a lot of work to do as far as building this bank. There are a lot of banks in the downtown area of Crawfordsville. It seems like you'll see me build several banks throughout this video. This is just the first one right here, and it has like one of those little drive-through things where you can like pull in and use the ATM. And that part was very difficult to build. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish doing that. And now I do have another part right here. I have to build the back of this building. And it's like a whole complex of buildings right here, the antique store. So I am using Google Maps to use the best of my abilities. I really haven't had to use Google Earth yet. Google Earth is very useful, but honestly, I like maps better than Earth. I don't know why. But we are going to just continue building the back of this building right here and building the roof lines. Once again, you know, I don't actually live in Crawfordsville. Looked it up. It's actually 12 hours away from where I live. So, you know, just doing the best I can here to recreate the buildings. And here's our next part we're going to build. It's like another bank and another street area. So this is a PNC Bank building that we are building right here. In case you know, PNC Bank was founded in Pittsburgh, and that's actually where I was born. So pretty cool to build this building right here, and this seems like a pretty big building for PNC Bank. There are more businesses than just the PNC Bank in this building in Crawfordsville, Indiana, but I'm pretty sure PNC Bank is one of the like main offices. They use this building in particular right here. And you know, this is like the focal point of the downtown. You can't see it, but just across the street is like the courthouse, which we built in part 1. So you know, this is like the center area of the downtown district. And this road right here next to it, this little smaller road, is actually a one-way street, which I think is pretty cool. That's why the cars, you see them parallel parked on the side there. And now I have to build the back of this PNC Bank and the back of this parking lot area. And this parking lot is very difficult to build. I've found out as I'm building Crawfordsville, Indiana, that parking lots are one of the hardest things to build when you're recreating a building in real life. A lot of these buildings are actually, you know, not that hard for me because they're just like square buildings. Thank God they're not like on a diagonal or curved. But the parking lots are much more difficult for me to build for some reason. I have no idea why. But next to the bank, we have these other buildings right here that we are going to build. And these are just smaller buildings. I'm not 100% sure what each of the shops are. If you go on Google Maps Street View and you type in Crawfordsville, Indiana, you can literally like use the street view and go down this street and actually look at the stores. I'm sure that Braiden Link, the patron who commissioned me to build this town, knows what all these buildings are, but I haven't studied them a whole lot to actually know what they are, as far as like what businesses are there. So as you can see, I am still working on the parking lot. I'm trying to get it just right, and it is very difficult, especially when you're using Google Maps, Google Earth to try and rebuild everything on a one-to-one scale in Minecraft. So we are going to go ahead and continue building the roof for this part right here. And if you want your own town built in Minecraft by me, you can sign up for my Builders Tier Pro on my Patreon, and I'll build like literally any type of city for you. So right now I have, you know, Crawfordsville, I have Home Alone, and here's the next part of the town we're building, right across the street from the bank and the courthouse. So we're just gonna go ahead and start building it right here. And this building's kind of cool because it has like two different, it's like two buildings combined into one if you look at the roof line. But here we're gonna go ahead and build the side of this building right here. And this is just the side that goes off onto the other street. You're gonna put in a little street light right there, and then like a handicap sign even. So a lot of different little details that I try to add in Crawfordsville just to make it more unique and add some more life to it. So here we go. We're gonna continue building the side of this building right here, and this one was a little tricky to build, but we are gonna go ahead and finish building the you know, front of it, but it's really like the side. And then there's just a little brick building right there, and put in the roof line. And now this building right here is pretty cool because it was actually under renovation when I was looking at it in the Google Maps Street View. And so that is really going to add some life to it. I love building buildings in Minecraft that are under construction. So I'm going to put the traffic cones around it, and then some TNT with some people there. And then there's a bunch of other little town block buildings along this street right here that I am just going to go ahead and fill in. So there's like this building with the brick, and then just the other areas. Now when you're building these types of buildings, one thing that's funny is like the second story and above are usually pretty easy to build, but it's that bottom story that's difficult. And this building right here, the pink one, this one was hard to build. And that material on the bottom there, I don't even know what block that is. It's like a new one from 1.21. But we are going to build that building right next to it. That one was a pretty easy one to build. There's this one here. I'm not really sure what these buildings are either. We are going to put another street light and a crosswalk in right there with some cars. And now here we go. We are going to go ahead and jump back to the main street right here. So this is right across the street from the courthouse. Like I mentioned earlier, we have this building. And then just a bunch of more buildings that I am going to go ahead and add to the city. And then this is a kind of a taller building back here made out of the brick. So just going to go ahead and put in the targets as like the banner over the windows. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in the roof now. So we have a bunch of different roof designs. At this point, we are 6 months in, so when the time lapse is over, you're gonna see that I've spent 6 months building this city. And at this point, I'm building a lot of the back alleyways and just finishing the buildings. Because in month 5, I built a lot of the fronts of the buildings, but I ran out of time to finish them. So here in month 6, I'm really just cleaning everything up and getting Crawfordsville ready for the part 2 map download. So you guys can actually all download Crawfordsville on my Patreon. And you don't need the pro tier for that. You just need the regular tier to just download it. The pro tier is for those of you who want to actually have your own cities commissioned by me, or built by me. You commission them. But yeah, here's the back alleyway here. We have the cars. I'm not sure that's 100% accurate to real life because it is hard to see the back alleyways from Google Maps, but I'm just doing the best I can here. We have a crosswalk, and then this building inside of it's really unique and cool. I really like it. You've got a lot of things going on back there with like the parking lot, and then there's some stuff going on back there with like a little garage, and then there's like a wooden street light and that little thing up there. Alright everybody, and then here we are on to the showcase, and this is what 6 months of progress gets you for building Crawfordsville, Indiana. So all the new buildings that we have right here. Very excited to release part 2 for this video, for this map rather. You can download part 2 on my Patreon, and then if you want to watch part 1, the part 1 video, you can do that. The link for that's also in the video description. But yeah, we're just gonna fly around the whole city right here, and this is what it's like to live in downtown Crawfordsville. And then you can actually experience this in Minecraft. This is a real life town, and it's just a super cool experience to build this in Minecraft. It's honestly been one of my favorite Minecraft building projects so far. But yeah, this is if you want me to build you a city in Minecraft, go ahead and sign up for my Builders Tier Pro. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.